Good morning, children. Welcome to online class. Today we are going to discuss about our civics, and the chapter is the judiciary. Okay, what is meaning of judiciary? It's nothing but it is a power, a law. Okay, a law and rules and regulations which were interrupted and applied to take any kind of decision. It is a decision which is applied to all kinds of people living in India. Okay, the judiciary is most important organ of the government. It as it safeguards the rights of the people, and it also decides the disputes of the individuals and given punishment to the victims according to the rules and regulations. Okay, in the democracy an important and independent judiciary is a necessity. It is the guardian of a constitution which is the supreme law of land. The Indian judicial system is a single ununified system. The constitution has provided for an independent judiciary headed by the Supreme Court. Now our judicial system has three courts. Okay, the first is, for example, it is like a pyramid. It is like a pyramid. The first is Supreme Court. Okay, now next is High Court, and the last one is what we say subordinate court. It's nothing but district level. Now, this comes to central level, this comes to all over, and this comes to state level. Okay, our judicial system is just like a pyramid. The most top level is Supreme Court. Then we are coming to state level. It is High Court. Okay, and next we are coming to this district level. It is a subordinate court. Now, after independence, when the Constitution was formed, this Supreme Court was also came into existence, and Supreme Court has the right to look after all the constitutions, rules and regulations to safeguard the people. If a people is found victim, they have to get punished by the court. Okay, and that punishment should be depend upon the victims what kind of crime he has done. It takes time, but it gives a correct and a welfare result. All the courts. Now here, Supreme Court of India was inaugurated in 28. It was inaugurated in 28th January. Okay, in 1950, when our Constitution formed. When our Constitution formed, after that, this what we say judicial system was also formed. Means Supreme Court was formed. Now it has a Chief Justice, okay, and 30 associate justice along with the Chief Justice. Okay. Now V. Ramaswamy was the first judge against whom impeachment was started. He was the first Supreme Court judge. All courts in India functions under the direction and the control of the Supreme Court in India. Now, Supreme Court is a high-level court, okay, and under his existence, these two courts work. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the country, which looks into the functioning of the courts below it. If a person is unhappy with the judgment of a lower court, he can move up to ladder and appeal to the High Court. The court deals with two types of cases: civil and criminal. Okay, all these cases which are related to the property matters, damaged goods, comes under criminal cases. Criminal procedures courts provides the trials be conducted publicly, except in the certain cases involving state secrets. Okay, no person can be arrested without warrant except in the case where delay may cause problems. Now, here Supreme Court deals with the other two courts. If a person is not satisfied with the judgment of the high court or district level courts, subordinate courts, he can pedal or he can appeal to the high court, okay, Supreme Court. There, then Supreme Court decision will be followed by the victim. An independent judiciary is a system in a democracy so that judge can discharge their duties impartially without any pressure from the legislative or executive. Here, independent judicial system is must in democracy. Here, in democracy, he has no, he is not under any kind of assemblies. Okay, he is upper level of the assembly. Here, judiciary system can interfere in can oppose or can what we say can bring them into the court. This is the reason why judges are not appointed by the government and a hike in their salaries and other benefits are not in the hands of the government. An independent judiciary does not mean that justice is meted out arbitrarily. Here, Supreme Court, here judges never comes under the government. Government people are not appointed as judge because judges are different, and and there is no right in the there is no right of the government to interfere in judges' salaries or beneficiaries or living conditions, anything. Here, judges are independent of their own. The judiciary has followed the rules of law. It means that the same level apply to all citizens in other words, it means equality to the other laws. Now, here the judiciary is independent. Here it won't come under any kind of circumstances with the government. The judiciary system is equal to all people and equal to the all rules and regulations. Now, there is a slogan, what we say it as, Tato, Tato, okay, Tato Dharma, Tato Dharmas, Tato Vijay, Tato Jayate, Jaha. Okay. Now it means when's law means when law and then victory. When's law, then victory. Okay. Now, first let us discuss about Supreme Court. What are the authorities are given to the Supreme Court and what are the rules and regulations of the Supreme Court of a judge? Supreme Court is the highest authority of law. Supreme Court is the highest authority of law. Already we have discussed it. Okay. It is situated in New Delhi. It has one Chief Justice and 25 other judges. Now, Supreme Court is Supreme Court is in Delhi and it has one Chief Justice and 28 other assistant justice, other assistant judges who assist the Chief Justice. The President appoints the Chief Justice and with his consultation, he appoints other judges to the Supreme Court. Now here, judge of the Supreme Court is appointed by the President. Who appoints? President. Okay. And after that, these 28 other judges are appointed under President and the Supreme Court judge, which is appointed. Under both the discussions, these 28 judges are appointed. The President appoints the Chief Justice. Okay. For appointment as a judge of the Supreme Court, what kind of qualification, what kind of things is needed? When appointment of a Supreme Court judge, okay, a person must be a citizen of India. Means a citizen of India means any state. If he is, he should be a citizen of India. He should have served as an advocate in the High Court for at least 10 years. Now, he have to work as a judge. He have to work as an advocate in High Court for 10 years. Okay, then he will be eligible for the for the choosing point of Supreme Court judge. As a judge in the High Court for 5 years. After, when he is advocated for 10 years, then he has to be well qualified in judging for 5 years. Means he should be a judge for High Court for 5 years. Okay. He should be a distinguished jurist in the eyes of President. Now, he should be distinguished means he should be well qualified and he should express himself as a judge for the Supreme Court in a president's eyes. The judge of the Supreme Court holds office till the age of 65 years. Now, one Supreme Court judge can be judged for till the year of 65. He has 65 years. He should be 65 years. After that, he can be brought down. Okay. Once appointed, they cannot easily be removed from their office. Once a judge is appointed, he will not be removed from the office. If found guilty, he can be removed by the process called impeachment. If a judge is found guilty, if he is doing some laws and regulations, he is using beyond it, then he can be removed by the impeachment. A motion to this effect is passed by the Parliament. It is a motion which is passed by the Parliament. The procedure for the removal of a judge is made very complicated, which bears testimony in the fact that since independence, no judge has ever been removed from his office. This is done to ensure that judiciary works independently. Okay, this is a kind of laws which was implemented by the Parliament so that if a judge is found guilty, he can be removed. But there are many conditions. There are many conditions and many testimonies which they have to pass through it, and then only he can be removed. Till now, after independence, there has ever been removed a judge in between the working period. The Chief Justice and the other judges of the Supreme Court has paid handsome salaries and gives many benefits and allowances. The objectives behind it prevents corrections. Now, here, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court has given a good salary along with all kinds of benefits and along with all kinds of allowances so that he cannot be he cannot be corrupted, and he can be prevented from corruption. Now the first Chief Justice was he is H.J. Kanhaiya. He was the first Chief Justice of India. The powers and functions of Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is an apex court of our judicial system. It has wide jurisdiction of powers, which can be divided into three: original, appellate, and advisory. First, we are going to discuss about original jurisdiction. In certain cases, the Supreme Court is a solo authority to discharge the function. Such cases originated in the Supreme Court only, which includes the disputes between two states, includes the disputes, two states' governments, or disputes between the central and the state government, or the disputes between the central government and some other states. On the other hand, it also includes the cases involving an violation of Constitution. Here in the Supreme Court solo can handle this kind of cases. It is called original jurisdiction. Means here, when a disputes between the central government in the states or states in the other states, this kind of disputes can be solo handled by the Supreme Court. He can look after it and he can solve it by under Supreme Court only. Okay. Now it also includes cases revolving around violation of rules and regulations of the Constitution. So all these cases can be hand over to the Supreme Court, and he can solo handle it and solve the problems. Now, appellate jurisdiction. At Supreme Court is the highest judiciary body. It hears appeals against the judgment of the High Court. It can also review its own judgment. It hears appeals when the High Court certified that the particular case should be tried in the Supreme Court. Moreover, when a High Court reserves the decision on the lower court and awards death punishment, an appeal can be made in the Supreme Court. Now here, appellate jurisdiction is nothing but when a criminal found guilty in a High Court and he is punished and if the criminal is not satisfied with the decision of the High Court, he can appeal to the Supreme Court, and where Supreme Court will listen to the High Court decisions along with the certified in a written way, and then Supreme Court will decide whether the judgment of the High Court is correct or wrong. And then when the Supreme Court gives the judgment, it will be a final judgment. Okay, so Supreme Court can handle such kind of cases also. Now, advisory. The president can consult Supreme Court for legal advisories. Now here, advisory means the president can also consult from the consult to the Supreme Court in any kind of legal problems to gain the advisory. Here, the president will take advisory in the public issues. What kind of problems are publics have to? However, this advisory is not binding on the president. The Supreme Court is the court of records. All decisions and proceedings are recorded and printed. The lower court is similar case can refer to these decisions. Now here, president is not binding under the Supreme Court. He just advise. He take advisory with the Supreme Court. Okay. Now here, all the Supreme Court's proceedings and all kinds of decisions were recorded. It is in written way, printed way. Okay, and it's keep safe in the Supreme Court library. Now here, judicially review. The Supreme Court has the power to review the laws passed by the legislative or other order issued by the executives and check whether they are in accordance with the provision of the Constitution. It is the order of laws in a violation of the Constitution. The Supreme Court can declare them null and void. Now, after the passing the bills or any kind of papers are passed from the legislative or executive, it is it comes to the power of the Supreme Court, and it is review, means again it will be rechecked by the Supreme Court. Okay, and now according to the provision of the Constitution, again if the orders of the laws is violating in these bills, then Supreme Court has right to stop it. High Court. Below the Supreme Court is the High Court. Okay, and it is a state level. High Court comes under the state level. Sometimes two or more states shares a High Court. For example, Punjab and Haryana. These two states share the one High Court, and Chief Justice is appointed by the President in the consultation of the Chief Justice of India and the Governor of the state. Here, the High Court Chief Justice will be consulted and appointed by the President and Supreme Court. Okay, and these two will, and the Governor of the state, he will appoint the judge. The number of judges in the High Court varies according to the size of the state. Now, two states are compressed and one High Court is appointed. Now here both the states have to be give their decisions for the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice and other judges of the High Court remains the office till the age of 62. Now, Supreme Court judge will be appointed till the age of the 65. Now, coming to the High Court, he has the age till 62. Okay. For appointment such judges of the High Court, a president should be a citizen of India. The same process. He should work as a judge in a court for at least 10 years. Okay, and has an advocate in a High Court for 10 years. He should be the distinguished judiciary in the eye of president. Now he should be totally qualified in the eye of president. He can be removed from office by the President of India on receiving a motion passed by Parliament. Now, High Court judge can be removed by President if a Parliament is processing the case against him. Powers and functions. High Court is the highest court of the justice in the state level. Okay, its original jurisdiction includes matters related to the fundamental rights and disputes. Now, High Court only related to the states. Any states, if they have any disputes or any kind of violation of the laws, then he will look after it. Now, subordinate, it includes the district level, and below that different courts and districts, they try to solve criminal cases. District level try to solve criminal cases, land problems. If they have any land disputes, then district courts will cover it up. Lok Adalat. Lok Adalat are made for providing cheap and speedy justice of the poor. It has simplified the legal procedures. They are presided over by the retired judges. Now, Lok Adalat is nothing but here retired judges will come to a place where they will solve the local problems. Okay, local problems, what kind of disputes they have, and they will solve it. The distributing parties present their cases and matters settled without a pleader. The first Lok Adalat met in New Delhi in 1985. Okay, and 105 cases were solved in the Lok Adalat. Now here, understanding our criminal justice system. Okay, first informal report, FIR. We call it as FIR, first information report. Here, FIR is received when a person is going to give complaint about a similar person. Okay, a victim person, and there the police will write the first FIR, and that is the first what we say information report. Regarding that, the police will go and arrest the person. Role of police in investigating a crime scene. What? It is an important function of the important functions of the police who look after the crime scenes, and they investigate and they interrogate the people, those who are involved in this. Okay, on the basis of investigation, people requires opinions of the other polices also, and even they file a charge sheet to the court that what they have did and what they have found it about the guilty person. Okay, if the person is guilty or innocent, they have to differentiate between these two. So after that, they do their duties in the conduct investigating in the accordance of the laws. Okay, and after that they will go to Supreme Court and lay down the guilty guidelines that the police must follow the time to arrest. The arrest is not a thing that if a person is going and arresting the, no, they have to gain the warrant from the court. Excuse me. Article 22, the Constitution and the criminal laws guarantee to every arrested person the following fundamental rights. Okay, the right to be informed at the time of the arrest of the offense which the person is being arrested. Okay, the right to be present before the magistrate in 24 hours after arresting. He should be put in front of the magistrate. The right not to be ill-treated in the torture when the person is arrested. Directly, they have no right to torture the person. Confession made in the police custody cannot be based on the evidence against the accused. The boy under 15 years and a woman cannot be called to be police station only for questioning. Now, role of a judge. Judge is like an umpire and conduct the trials of an open court and without any partiality. Okay, the judges harass all the witness, including any other witness presented in the prosecution and defense. If the accused is convicted, then the judge pronounce the sentence. Okay, here judge can listen both the parties in a totally understanding mutually. Then only he can he can witness and he can accuse the victim. Okay, and then he pronounce the sentences, what kind of punishment he has to gain it. Public prosecutors who represents the interest of states. The role of the prosecutors begins only when the police has conducted investigation. Prosecutors, what they will do, they will listen and they will listen both the convicts. Okay, and after that, what the police have gained, what the police have investigated, according to that only the prosecutors, what they do, they'll move forward the proceedings. So children, this is your chapter. We will discuss about the other chapter. Okay, so read the chapter again. If you have any kind of doubt, please do call me or ask me so that I can explain you in a personally way. Okay, but read the chapter again. Thank you. Have a good day.